Express add-ons that is focused on utilities. So let's go on the list right now, and I'm going to switch to my Adobe Express right now, and I'm going to open a single. I'm going to open a new document on which let's go to like a square, a square type, and the first add-on, the first way for you to access add-ons, if you go to the left side of the interface, you can easily switch add-ons or explore the add-ons. If you click on the left side, you click on explore add-ons, and let's focus on a specific add-on called let's check. Right now, add-ons doesn't have like a filter or a category on which you can easily check what type of utilities or types of add-ons that you can access. So right now, I'm just going to check on my notes because I forgot. We're going to check on this. The last time we checked on a lot of the following. So let's go to utility and let's go to let's check on this one. If you want to create like easy barcodes, you can easily create barcodes. If you type on the add-ons, let's click on easy barcode. As you will see here, let's click on this. And if you're new to add-ons, you will definitely see that we have a button here for add. So let's click on add. And if I click on that, that's how easy it is for you to install or add an add-on into your designs. So right now we're going to use the easy barcode. So it has like a free trial that you can check on. Right now it says that you can enjoy the free trial for a week. No commitments. After a week you get a license for uninterrupted access. So right now you can easily check on what type of barcode format you want to have. So for example, if I could do that, you can easily customize this to your heart's content. So for example, if you want to make this like shorter, you can easily do so. You can make it bigger if you want. You can adjust the height when needed. You can customize the line color. For example, if you want this to be red, you get the idea. If if I'm done with this, I can also add like text settings for here. I can add the actual barcode number or the barcode legend as indicated here. Excuse me, as indicated here. So, for example, I want this to be positioned on the top, so you can easily do that. And let's click on the type, the text font. For example, they want to make this like a serif one. Make this formatting for bold or even italic. You can easily do so. Let's click on add to design, and after that you can easily create your own barcode and that you can easily put into your design. So that's one thing. That's why we're focusing on the utility itself. So that's one feature that you can, or that's one add-on that you can easily get into Adobe Express. And the next one is if you want to create like a batch if you want to create a batch design with the same, let's say, same template, the same appearance, but you want to generate more and more of those pages. One case study that you can easily do is, for example, if you want to generate like testimonial post for your company, you can easily do so. I'm going to go back to add-ons and I'm going to access what we call this add-on, which is, you can easily search it. It's called batch create. For example, it's already on my screen, so you can easily like type it here, batch create. So when I, no, it's not yet on my add-ons, but it's already here. So if I'm going to click here, batch create. And before anything else, I'm just going to create or access a template that I need to have. For example, let's go back to your stuff. And I have this document right here. For example, this client testimonial. I can easily add this as a page on my working document for our demonstration. Let's click on that, and let's say for example I want to add my logo here. Let's just emulate this. Let's go back to your stuff. Let's go to our files, and you can put your logo here. But for the sake of demonstration, I'm just going to give you how to use this add-on for you to automate your process. So let's go here, and what I got right now is I have a file already made, which is a comma separated value or CSV file that I created from Google Sheets. So it's nothing fancy. You can just you can just open a Google Sheets and then export this as a CSV format or a tab delimited format. You can easily do that. Right now I'm using CSV, which is comma separated values. So if I click on open, and you would see that it has detected that this spreadsheet has the delimiters of a comma. So as you would see, it has like a comma separator, and it has populated the table view itself. So as you would see here, I have the following data here. This is like dummy data. So it's not a working data that I have right now. So let's click on continue, and then you can easily now bind the data in your design. So how can we do that? Let's click on this property, which is this text placeholder, on which you will put all of the data from our column 1, which is the testimonial itself, that the statements, the statement that they have. So for example, if I click on that, and let's click on the nodes itself. So let's click on that. You can easily refresh it and then check what types of nodes this will go into. So it's like fitting it to your specific field. In my case, I have the following node, and then this will go into our fields. We have only 2 fields right now. Let's click on the first field, which is more webinars to follow. This is the actual comment or the testimonial that the feedback from our webinars. So if I want, I can easily do so and create like batch of them. It depends on the number of data that you have imported inside of the table itself. And I'm just going to click batch create. But before that, I'm going to add like the names of the person. So let's click on plus again, and let's click on the refresh here. So as you would see, it has indicated that this one has the following nodes. Let's click on the fields, and then let's go and click on the name itself. And after that, let's click on batch create. But you would see that on my pages, I only have 2 of them. Okay, so this is where the magic happens. Let's go back here and close it. If I click on batch create, you would see that this will enable you to create lots and lots of designs that looks similar, but enables you to automate your process. So as you would see, I already have 19 of them based from what I have on my CSV file or my like Excel file or spreadsheets. So that's how easy it is for you to create these types of design. The first one is not changed, hindi po siya ginalaw. So as you would see, it has created this one. And if I'm going to check, this is all of the comments from the client testimonials. So all of them done in such speed and much more faster as ever. If you're going to check it, kindly do so and check for batch create. If you go to add-ons, click on batch create, and you would easily create your own designs faster inside of Adobe Express. So that is batch create. Okay, I'm just going to check on our comments right now. I hope you're all learning from this. I do not have a separate screen right now, so okay, so let's move on to our next add-on, which is, I'm going to check my list right now. So we got this batch create, we have easy barcode. You can easily create something like QR codes because there's an add-on for that. Let's just check here. Let's search for an add-on called QR code. Excuse me. So we have two of them, which is quick QR code. If you click on that, this will enable you to create excuse me, QR codes on the fly. In this example, I can easily add like the website that we have. For example, let's say, oh, let's go and add a QR code for creativenation.ph. And let's click add the page. So that's how easy it is for you to create QR codes by using an add-on. That is what we call quick QR code add-on inside of Adobe Express. You don't need to go out and use the quick action because you already have this type of workflow that doesn't interrupt you as of the moment. So let's go back here and add another one, which is, let's search again for QR code. This one is much more fancier because if you go to hello QR art or QR, you can easily create a QR code based from a text description. For example, let's add here again our URL or our address, creativenation.ph. Let's just accept this for the moment. Let's click on create, or I'm just going to type it again. In 19th century, a 21st century Asian theme city with neon lights, for example. Let's just, for the sake of it, I'm just going to click on generate, and it will generate the QR code for you based from that type of art. And it will take around 10 seconds for it to be done. It says that please wait. It's going to take a little bit more than expected because this is a little bit complicated. Okay, so I think it doesn't, probably, yes, it has created a QR code on which you would see that it tries to emulate like a city, an Asian city on neon lights. So I don't think, I haven't tried it yet. If I'm going to scan this, it will go to the website. But for the sake of purposes, of demonstration purpose, I'm just going to keep it this way, and I'm going to check it later. Okay, so let's go to another page, and that is hello QR art for you to create your custom artistic QR code. Okay, so let's jump into another one, which is I'm just going to go back to my notes. You can now also check for another utility called contrast checker. So let's go back here and type in contrast checker. So I'm going to click it here, and this utility will enable you to check if your designs has the following results, or does it pass what we call the contrast checker. On my end, my design, as you would see here, is considered as a pass. It did pass because, as you would see here, based from the analysis itself, you can easily check how the results are computed. It's based from lots and lots of guidelines, the web content accessibility guidelines. It also explains why contrast is important for accessibility. So yes, that's one utility that you can use for you to check your designs if it pass the WCGA guidelines that That's one thing. I can easily switch from another. Let's say I want to. This is based from the colors that was generated from the design itself. So you can also customize it to your heart's content. For example, if I want this to be red, I can easily do so. But as you would see, if I switch from one color palette to another, it will easily create like the results from um, that output. As you would see here, I failed from the regular text because this one is not actually safe for people that has like uh, color blindness. Let's go back here. Let's make this a little bit like this dark red. So as you would see, it has like the contrast checker is evaluating what the colors that you have created in contrast with the background and the foreground. So let's click on this and let's try to click on our actual design. And let's click on our color picker and check on the color of our text. So as you would see, this will automatically pass because it has like a great contrast from the background and to the foreground. So that's how easy it is for you to check if your contrast is effective, because it will also give you like the contrast ratio. It's 20.75 over to 1, which is like very big of a difference from the background or the foreground. Okay, so that is contrast checker. That's one of the utilities that you definitely have to check when you're creating designs. So let's go back here and I'm going to check my notes again. You can easily use another utility, which is like if you want to change the case of your design, or let's jump into another one, which is night vision. Night vision is also similar to contrast checker because it's a utility for you to check if your designs is accepted. For example, let's go to night checker. If you go to add-ons, let's go night checker or night vision. Night checker. I merged the two add-ons, right? Night vision. If I click on night vision, the add-on will now load, and you can easily brighten your dark photos by using night vision. So if I click on the photo itself, let's say this one, I can easily lighten this up, or I can upload a photo to make your bright images less effective, or dark images. You can easily brighten an image by using this. So you can upload it from your device or add this. For example, I'm just going to add upload from device. Let's say our poster here, just for the sake of demonstration, and you can easily brighten an image and process it on the fly by using this add-on. It's now already processing on my end. We'll just have to wait. Mastering add-ons part 2, utility focus. Okay, while this is processing, I'm going to go back to my notes. As you would see here, I've done a lot of research lately on add-ons. So we did batch create, we did easy back barcode, we have contrast checker. If you're in Sudoku, you can easily create a Sudoku generator inside of Adobe Express. There's an add-on for that. So while we are still processing this, you get the idea, right? If you want to have like, if you want to upload underexposed images, you can easily process this using night vision. So I'm just going to close this, and let's go back here to the add-ons and focus on the Sudoku generator. Let's go back here. Sudoku. Okay, let's click on Sudoku generator, and again, this is a utility. It doesn't. You can easily create like Sudokus on your social media post. Actually, you can easily do that. Let's click on generate Sudoku, and by just doing that, you can easily create something like this. This one is resizable, I think. Okay, I'm just going to delete this one and add a new page for this. So let's click on new page here. My screen is a little bit small, so let's click on like an easy Sudoku Click on that, and you can easily create something like this without even you uh, scour scavenging in the internet. So you can easily do and create Sudoku using this plugin called Sudoku generator. Okay, let's go back to our notes and go back to our next. Which one? If another one would be code format. If you're into the programming space, if you're doing programming, you can easily do this types of uh, designs inside of Adobe Express. Let's go back to add-ons. Let's add code format. Let's click on that. And what does this add-on do? This will enable you to create your designs that is based from specific add-on, specific coding that you are presenting. For example, if I go and check it, like say if I'm doing HTML, I can easily do that. Let's say head. So here, you get the idea. If you're into coding or design, you can easily create something like this, and you can easily add this. I haven't closed it right now, so let's let's close this for a while. HTML. So let's click on that. You can easily check on the themes that you have access to. For example, let's go to dark light. You can easily do that. Language, if you want to make it with other languages that you want, for example, JSON, Objective C, Perl, PHP, you can easily do so. Let's say PHP, but I didn't write PHP, right? But for example, if I go back to HTML, you can easily do so. Okay, so let's click on the, let's say the generic one, and let's click on add to design. So let's click on that. This will enable you to generate like code-like format designs inside of Adobe Express by just doing that. Okay, so again, it's a utility that you can use